Hello, my dear Capricorns. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome to your February 2023 monthly predictions. How did your birthday month go? I hope you've had a blast and it's brought to you all the happiness and everything that you could wish for. All right, so now we're stepping into Aquarius season. We have already stepped into when you come to this reading. And let's see what's in store for you. For the hard-working Capricorns, you'll see that if things were stagnant, you would already been seeing from the 18th of January how this energy is shifting because Mars has gone direct and so has Mercury. Let's see what this reading has in store for you. I'll be following the usual format and I'll be taking out one card from the Moonology deck for you, the overarching energy for the month. And you get, wow, full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. That's beautiful. Oh, this candle's gone out. Let me just change that for a second. Do you think I will get it like this? Or do I? I might as well take my light out here. Yeah, I should have done that in the first place. I've made a mess of it. All right, so a win-win outcome is forecast. All right, my dear Capricorns. And we are going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot for the month of February. And I'm going to be taking out 4 cards for you, one each for your general outlook, love, romance and relationships, career and finance, as well as your spiritual growth. Pentacles card has to fall because it's a Capricorn reading. So your general outlook for the month of February 2023 is the beautiful Fool card. That's wonderful energy. For your love, romance and relationships, you get the Tower. Okay. For career and finances, you get the Hanged One. And for your spiritual growth, you get the Two of Swords. Now, what I'm going to do differently this time is, right up till now, I've been, taking out oracle cards to clarify the overarching energy and the general outlook. But this time onwards, I'm going to be also clarifying the other cards so you have additional information. All right. So we will begin as usual with the Lenormand card. I'm going to take out one card to further amplify and or clarify your overarching energy. And you get whips. The number 11 or the number 2 could be relevant to you. I'm going to be taking out 2 cards from the tea leaf fortune telling cards. My eyes are shut even though you can't see me, and I will quickly take out 2 cards, and I've got them. And what are they? One says older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman, and the other says compliments from an admirer. All right. And now for your love, romance and relationships, we're going to take out one card from the Romance Angels. And you get attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. All right. For your career and finances, we're going to take out one card from the Making Magic fortune telling cards. And you get the festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. Okay. For your spiritual growth, you get a card from the Soul's Journey Oracle. And you get self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. This is, oh, so, okay. This is so synchronistic. But what is happening, my dear Capricorn? First one candle goes out, now the other candle goes out. Oh, wow. Yeah. So basically this is telling you if there are setbacks, it doesn't matter. You always have second chances. Don't give up. And things will be fine before you know it. All right. This is your basic reading, my dear Capricorns. Did I call you Sagittarius? I hope not. Okay. It doesn't matter. It is Capricorns. All right. This is your basic reading. We're going to finish with this before I take out advice cards and whatever else that is waiting for you. Let's begin. So for starters, what you need to know is whichever area it is in your life, a win-win outcome is forecast. All right. So if you've been thinking of starting something, doing something, buying a lottery ticket even, chances are that things are going to work in your favor. All right. Whatever it is that you're investing in, luck is going to be on your side. There is going to be a win-win outcome. Now, this is also got to do with the fact that if you've planned for something to happen and you want to it to happen in a certain way and it doesn't, you still will find that it works out great for you. All right. So even if it doesn't work as per your plan, whatever works out is going to be good for you. So this is something that you need to know. All right. So instead of bringing disappointment, just know that everything that is happening to you in February is actually a blessing. And why do you get whips with that? You get whips with that because it's possible that there is something that you expect and you've planned for and you're sure nothing is going to go wrong and it's going to go in this particular way and this is going to be the outcome. And you find that it doesn't happen in that particular way and that is not the outcome. And immediately you come into this mode of thrashing yourself and saying that you hadn't put in enough effort and that you could have done this way. You know, in retrospect, there are many conclusions that we can draw. All right. As long as it is for you to learn from whatever happened for your next, whatever it is that comes your way, it's fine. But if you're thrashing yourself, I'd like you to know that whenever anybody takes a decision, whenever you make a decision, you do it because you think at that time, with the knowledge that you have, that that is the best decision. All right. Later on, when things go wrong, if you think back in retrospect, you can get so many theories, but it's not the same. At that time, when you have to, when the moment of decision comes, when you have to say this or this, whichever way, you actually use every bit of, your thought and everything to choose that path which is going to be best for you and for those around you. So if it backfires, do not thrash yourself. Be kind to yourself. There is some learning, some lesson in it for you. Take that lesson and move on. I know it's easier said than done, but that is the only way to do it. Be kind to yourself. If a friend makes a mistake, you will be the first one to go and tell them and it's okay and give them so many, nice pep talk. Then why is it that you can't do it for yourself? Why can't you be your biggest cheerleader? Look at this card that's come. This is what you need to work on, your self-esteem. You are, Capricorns along with Virgos are the workhorses, I can say, of the zodiac. You work so hard, and you see that everything is taken care of, all right? Right up till the last thing. And that is why you find even Virgos, they're so critical about other people because they're overcritical about themselves. You want perfection. But when something goes wrong, finally at the end of the day, you are not the universe. You are a part of the universe. You don't orchestrate things, right? You just are playing your part here and you're doing the best that you can. So why be mean to yourself when something goes wrong? This is for something for you to keep in mind, my dear Capricorns, all right? Now, your general outlook is the beautiful Fool card. So whichever area it is in your life, you're getting a fresh beginning, a new start, new energy, fresh energies, new ideas. This is a beautiful, beautiful card to get. And right in the beginning of the year, February, all right? We've just started the year. Your birthday season is just about finished, and now you're getting down to all the action, and you're going to come with fresh energy. As I mentioned earlier, all that stagnant energy of the retrogrades and all are past you now. And I think the next will come in Taurus season. So you've got a good, that is Mercury retrograde. So you've got a good 2-3 months for you to do a lot of things. All right. And you get this beautiful Fool card. So this is wonderful energy. And this is in every area of your life, whether it's relationships or career, or you want to travel, or you want to, whenever I start speaking like this, I suddenly find there are so many things in the world, but I can only think of those 3 or 4 things. So that just shows how much I have expanded my thinking. But what I'm trying to say is for each of you is going to be different. Whichever area of life you want to pour your energy into, any creative project, whatever it is, you are going to get a fresh start, all right? Now, also around this time, you're going to have dealings or relationship with an older woman. So this could be a mother figure, this could be someone at work, this could be an aunt, this could be a senior colleague, anyone it is, all right? You are going to have some sort of a conversation with this person, and this person might give you pearls of wisdom, all right? Or there is going to be some sort of this is going to be a highlight in February, all right? So what comes out of this, you will let us know, my dear Capricorns, but this is going to be there. Apart from this, you're also going to get compliments from an admirer. So if there's a secret admirer, if you've got, there is someone who's watching you, I don't get stalking energy, but I feel someone's watching your works, watching your work ethic, and they're just so in awe of you, and you just might get compliments. Maybe you get a bouquet or some sort of a gift or something which shows you appreciation for all that you do. All right. Now coming to your love, romance, and relationships, and you get the Tower moment. Now, for singles out there, it's possible that you've just dealt with a breakup, or there's been some sort of an upheaval in your life. So if, and you're just coming out of something with this card here. And so you may not be looking for love at this time. Despite that, I feel when you're going through this whole chaos in your life, with some relationship, it needn't be a romantic partnership. It could be in your family. There's some sort of drama, something, and you're going through some sort of chaos or difficult energies in your life at this time. And that is when you meet this person, all right? And this person could be Aries, this person could be Scorpio, all right? And this is when you meet them. Maybe you are not at your best when you meet this person. Maybe it could be something as simple as you're going to the market and you've got your hands stuffed with groceries, and you've got a lot of stuff, and then the packet in which you're carrying it just tears from the bottom and everything falls on the floor, and you've got to pick everything up, and you're just so irritated. And that's when this person comes and helps you. Maybe this person you might even get offended by this person if this person laughs while helping you or whatever it is. But either ways, it could be, this is just one scenario. So what I'm saying is the Tower moment doesn't have to be a breakup necessarily, doesn't have to be very difficult energies. It could be something as silly as that, this shopping incident that I said, anything. But this is when you're going to meet this person, all right? And this person could be Aries and Scorpio, doesn't have to be. For others of you, you are going to have some sort of attraction to this person, and you just feel it. You'll feel the spark, they'll feel the spark too. Now, how you want to carry on with that, whether you're going to exchange, names, numbers, or whether you're going to just let it pass and let serendipity take its course, that's up to you. All right. For those of you who are in partnerships or in relationships or marriages, this Tower moment is saying that something is amiss in your world, and it doesn't. And if you don't look at it, and if you just turn a blind eye to it and say, I'd rather focus on my work than discuss or deal with these difficult energies, then this Tower will come crashing down. So if it's been happening in the past and you're coming to this reading and this Tower hasn't happened, it is just letting you know where is it in your life that things are not working out for you between you and your partner. If that partner is calling the shots and you are not being fulfilled, and you just feel that you are just saying yes all the time, even when you want to say no, and it's that person who's always calling the shots and it's not going down well with you, or if it's vice versa, wherein you are the dominating person there and you want it your way and you are perfectionist and you don't see the other person for their contribution, or when you speak to them, maybe you're being sarcastic or cynical when you speak to them and you don't realize that you're hurting them, then if this has been happening, you may not acknowledge it while it's happening, but no one is so... it's not that we are living in a world where we are so detached that we don't know what we're doing. I mean, we can fool the whole world, we can't fool ourselves. So if this is what you are doing to the other person, it's time for you to stop. And if it's the other person who's doing it, there will be a time when you have to put an end to this. Because otherwise, this is going to get out of hand and the universe will do it for you. And that will not be pleasant. So it's better that if you have the Tower moment has not yet happened, you might as well bring the Tower moment by just having that difficult talk that you have to. The Tower people see as a negative card. It's actually just temporary. The feeling is that it's shaking you up, but it is for your own good because you have built a foundation on ground that is not solid. Your base is not solid. Then how can you build a tower? All right, so that's why it's coming down, so that you can rebuild a tower which is on solid ground. There is trust, there is love, there is respect, and there is good communication. That is the basis of a good relationship. All right, and this is what you start building up with, and then the tower will stay. All right, so you will have this difficult conversation. For some of you, if it doesn't work out after the conversation and things blow out of proportion, then it's time for you to part ways. All right, for this may be for one or two of you. You know your situation. You're not coming here and getting some information about something you never knew. You know it. You're living it. All right, but it's time for you to actually deal with this situation before the universe deals with it and brings it for you, and then it becomes uncomfortable. All right, but if you actually do sit and have this conversation, after that initial feeling uncomfortable about it, you will actually come onto the same page, and then there's going to be a lot of attraction and romance, and you actually think about all those things that got you together in the first place. All right, so then it's going to be really beautiful. So that is why I say the Tower card is always a good card, not a bad card. It's basically warning signs that you have been avoiding, which finally come and hit you on the head. But once you surrender to it, you will find that things work out for your benefit. And in retrospect, you'll actually appreciate that Tower moment. Now for your career and finances, you get the Hanged One. which means that maybe there isn't much movement forward, but there isn't any movement backward. You're just doing your work. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe you're trying to, for some of you, package whatever you are doing in a different way, sprucing it up, that kind of a thing. You're looking at things differently, but action wise, there isn't much. Maybe you're still in, knowing you, Capricorns, you like to do things thoroughly. So maybe you are in planning stages. Maybe you've been doing work in a certain way and now you want to expand it. So you're doing all that work right now. A lot of thinking about what to do, how to do it, how can we do it differently, how can, that's what's happening as far as your career and finances are concerned. No action as yet. You're still in planning stages of doing something differently. And with the festival card here, creates an energetic blueprint or for a fantastic party or event. So for some of you, you are event managers, or you do, depending on your, for some of you out there. So maybe that is what your planning is about, that there is an event which has to be managed, or whatever it is that you do. If you're caterers, then it could be for a party. Whatever it is that you do, you are right now in planning stages because you want to make a huge impact in the new year. You want to do things differently. So your work is, as far as that is concerned, that's what's happening as far as your work is concerned. All right. And this is good energy. This is beautiful energy. A lot of brainstorming at this time. Now, coming to your spiritual growth, you get the Two of Swords and you get self-esteem. Again, with this Two of Swords, basically, you have come to this point wherein you have to take a decision. Now, there is no not taking it, but you are adamantly sitting with your eyes closed, heart, your hands crossed with two swords right in front of your heart, not wanting to take a decision. There's water behind you, which says that this is an emotional decision. And you have made up your mind deep down within, but it's not pleasant and you don't feel like speaking about it. So you're pretending that, and you're trying to basically push it as much as you can so that either somehow the decision gets made on its own. No, the decision will not happen on its own. And I have a feeling it's got to do with the Tower. And if you don't take that decision, the Tower will happen. All right. And it's got to do with your self-esteem. So I have a feeling, looking at this card and this Whips card here, that this is going to play out in your relationship. And it is actually going to be good for some of you because you will rewrite the rules in your relationship wherein both of you will come to an equal give and take. All right. Because I feel that you Capricorns here, you are putting in more in this relationship. You may be trying to say no and it's fine and things like that, but it's because of your self-esteem, because you don't see yourself as worthy enough that you are over-giving in your relationship, and that needs to stop. Otherwise, the Tower moment will happen. All right. So know that you are worthy. You don't have to do something or bring something to the table to be worthy. If you're born, you are worthy. And you need to understand that. Because if you don't understand that, people around you are going to keep making you feel unworthy. Because no matter what they say, positive or negative, you're going to take it negatively. Because you don't believe your worth. So this is what you need to work on at this time. All right. Otherwise, things are looking beautiful. You may have all the admirers in the world, my dear Capricorn, but if you don't see your worth, it will pass and you will still not see how special you are. All right. And you are special. Take it from me. All right. So that's as far as your basic reading is concerned. I'm going to take out one card from the Botanical Inspirations for your advice card from Spirit. And I'll take another one from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Oops. What is this? All the advice in the world for you. As though whatever I said wasn't long enough. And you get Magnolia. Look at that. You saw me shuffling. Nobility and self-esteem. My dear Capricorns, you really, really need to work on your self-esteem. It's about time you did. All right. So if you feel that you are only giving in this relationship, maybe, see, when I say you are only giving in the relationship, you may encounter maybe, depending on your situation, maybe it is your partner who brings, is the breadwinner in your dynamic, say, and you keep thinking, because that person is the breadwinner, your contributions are not equal. They are. And you need to believe that. Otherwise, you'll always be, you're always selling yourself short. And that's not how it's going to work. You really need to work on your self-esteem. Maybe you need to, if required, you go and meet a counselor. Maybe there's something that's happened in your childhood or some experience that has been painful in the past, which is why you don't see yourself as good enough. And you really need to work on it, because you are worthy, you are special, just like the next person. And you need to have your equal share in any relationship, be it familial, be it romantic, be it work, anything. There has to be equal give and take. All right. And now we're going to take out one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And you get Mouse Spirit, 10 to the small things. The number 40 or the number 4 could be significant to you. And now, where is that you're going to see maximum changes? In the month of February, my dear Capricorns, and you get marriage. Oh my Lord, look at that. So with this Tower card here, this is going to be the highlight. You have to work, out differences in your marriage. If your marriage or your relationship or your partnership, wherever it is, this Tower moment is going to happen if you don't stop it. And how do you stop it? By seeing that it's going to be a 50-50 and that both of you have mutual respect, mutual love, mutual trust and communication. All right. And 50-50, not 49-51, 50-50. It has to be equal. All right. And if there's any time specific question on your mind, well, September, any time between now when you watch the reading and September, whatever it is that you're waiting for is going to come to you. And last but not the least, the angels are getting ready to give you an answer. If there's any pressing question, think about it right now. A hunch that you had for which you waiting confirmation for. The angel is here and the answer is there's something better. So whatever it is that you've been asking for, the angels is saying there is something better than this. All right. So be patient and it'll come to you. And that is all I have for you, my dear Capricorns, one of the most hardworking of the zodiac. Make sure that you know how special you are and you don't really have to work for it. You are here, so you are special. That's it. Take it from me. All right. And having said that, wish you all the best and have a wonderful February. May it be fulfilling and iron out all your problems and you have equality in every area of your life. Until we meet again at the end of February with your March predictions or before with other readings, you take care, my dear Capricorns. Wishing you a lot of love and light. Bye-bye.